Hello, PokeMoshPit. This is Armedfro here, and I've got a battle versus InfernapeDestroys. This was an amazing battle during my stream. But I decided to start out with my Deoxys Speed, and he starts out with his Notori. Right off the bat, I'm thinking Taunt because this Deoxys is amazing. This actually is a red card Deoxys with counter. Means red card forces people to switch, and I will be able to go for the taunt, so it means he won't be able to set up Stealth Rocks, no Leech Seed, no any annoyances like that. But I was tempted to counter because if I do go for the counter, he uses Gyro Ball. I will be able to OHKO anything that red card forces him to switch out on. But I decided just to set up Stealth Rocks because I did see a Sableye on his team, and I didn't want to risk it because it is only 1 in 5 chance. But I still do not want to risk it, but which is really good because I do send out the Sableye. He does take a little Stealth Rock damage, but I am scared because this Sableye like walls my Deoxys speed. I mean, it's a lead, but it literally walls my guy. So I decided to just go for the taunt because I don't want this Sableye doing anything stupid except for Toxicate my lead. But I do carry the Psycho Boost, so I'm just gonna go for it, just to like see maybe he switches into his Infernape. That would OHKO. That would easily OHKO. And I do not have my red card. Red card's one only use, so even if he attacks me physically, it's not gonna. I can't force him to switch again. So I decided to just go for the Psycho Boost. He doesn't stay. He doesn't switch. He goes for the knockoff, which I mean it's the only attack that he can actually do at this point. But it's bringing me down. I mean, I guess it's working. But I mean, the only other move I do have is counter. But I mean, he is a ghost type, so it won't be able to affect him. So I decided just to death fodder my Deoxys just to see what type of Sableye it is, and it is a stall Sableye. So I decided to bring out something that has a lot of attack, a lot of speed, and that is my Manaless Wine. My Scarf Manaless Wine. I decided just to go for the icicle drop, just because I knew he had a Botorosu. No, yeah, Botorosu, and I knew he might switch into it. But I go for the icicle throw on the Notori. I do get a crit, and because it's not an actual physical attack, it does not hurt me with Iron Thorns. That's like a win-win situation. Wow, that's like really good for me. But I don't want to take a gyro ball to the face, so I decided to switch into my Latios because I thought I had a Hidden Power Fire, and apparently I missed Sav terribly, as you will see shortly. As he gyro balls me, does a lot of damage. So I decided to just go for the what I thought was Hidden Power Fire, as he switches into his Garchomp. Um, but it's sad because it does neutral damage to this Garchomp. So that means it has to be like, I was thinking about the stuff. It might be Hidden Power Flying, but I mean, it does a pretty good chunk because Life Orb max special attack. But I mean, whatever. So I decided to switch, fearing the Scarf Garchomp, as I switch into my Mewtwo, my Porygon 2, my Technologic, which is my purely defensive Porygon 2. He is This Porygon 2 is absolutely amazing, but he goes for the Dragon Claw. See how much a Dragon Claw does. That does not do anything. But decided to just go for the Charge Beam on the switch, seeing what he switches into, as he goes into his Infernape, predicting the Ice Beam. But I have the Charge Beam, and Chase, why did you make a Choice Banded Ape? Now everyone in the world and their mother and their dog just uses Choice Banded Ape. So now I get the special attack boost, and I'm thinking I'm gonna live because I did the calculations. I will live in the red, but he gets the crit. That makes Steven sad. But because of the defense drop, I will be able to switch into my Mamoswine safely and go for an Icicle drop, and that's going to do a huge chunk to this guy. But I was thinking he probably has his Botorosu, so I'm just going to go for the safe Stone Edge as he switches into his Sableye. And this Stone Edge actually did not do much at all. I mean, look at that. That's like, I didn't even do like less than half. Even went after Stealth Rock damage. That's a really bulky Sableye. But I was fearing the Will-O-Wisp because he does have Mischievous Heart. He will be able to outspeed me. So I go into my Johnny Rocket to take the burn, because I don't really care if Johnny Rocket's burned, because he fails me right now because he has hidden power flying instead of hidden power fire. But I decide just to go for the Draco Meteor. Even I will be able to take the Sableye out, and even if he switches into his Natore, it's gonna do a buttload, like literally one buttload. I don't know how big that is, but it is one buttload. But I will be able to get off a Draco Meteor, which is amazing. But the problem is he will resist it, so that means he will be able to survive with really little HP. But and this sucks right here. This absolutely sucks balls. It sucks balls because I will be able get. I actually misclick a hidden power. I wanted to use Draco Meteor to take this freaking Latios out. I do have two. I mean, I know I would be able to I would take him out with a Draco Meteor because I go for the hidden power. It's flying, if you did not know, and it almost takes him out. A Draco Meteor would have taken him out. I mean, it's a misclick. It happens, but it sucks because he will be able to get some Stealth Rocks up as my Latios dies, which makes me extremely sad. So now at this point, I'm thinking to myself, what do I bring this guy in so it won't hurt me with Steel Thorns? I'm like, oh, I have a Wishy-Washy on my side. So I sent out my Joshy-Washy. I decided to just go for the Hydro Pump because I'm not 100% sure if a Thunderbolt will be able to take it out. So Hydro Pump, but I miss, which makes me very, very sad. But he goes for the Power Whip, and it hits, and it does a huge chunk, but Joshy-Washy's sexy, so he survives. So I'm like, okay, come on, I just need to get a Hydro Pump off. Just a Hydro Pump, and I'll be able to take this Notori out. It'll be out of my hair. This Notoris have always been like a pain in my ass. But get it because it's like Steel Thorns. Whatever. I go for the Hydro Pump. It will be able to take it out. I get a useless crit because I really did not need that because Joshua is actually pretty decent in special attack. But now he decides to finish my freaking Infernape, my Rotom off with his Infernape, as I decided just to stay in. I don't have a Ghost type on my team to take a close combat, and I just wanted the defense drop. And after the Stealth Rock damage, I'm thinking I could probably take it out with the Icicle drop, because I mean, Mamoswine is extremely offensive, and he also has a defense drop. So I sent out my Jeep. I do have the Icicle drop, which is pretty powerful. I mean, it's kind of like a waterfall for ice, but I go for the Icicle drop. He lives with minuscule HP, 6 HP, takes me out with the close combat. I'm like, oh god, I'm already like packing my bags. I'm like, he's got this game because I mean, there's nothing really more I can do now. But I mean, I have my Honchkrow, which I mean, I does have a pretty powerful priority move. But I mean, like, what is Honchkrow against 5 guys? I mean, really. But I decide just to go for the Sucker Punch because I mean he is stuck in a close combat, so it's kind of like if he does switch out, he's gonna die by Stealth Rocks anyway. So he's just decided to stay in, see what type of Honchkrow I am. I am the Life Orb mix attacker, which is pretty fun, but he decided to send in his Sableye. I'm like, okay, he's gonna priority Will-O-Wisp. It's scaring the living crap out of me. If he misses, I have a chance at this game. So I go. He goes for Will-O-Wisp, but I know I can take him out with the Brave Bird. But he Will-O-Wisp. He misses. So I go for the Brave Bird. That will obviously be able to take him out from where he's at, but the recoil and the Life Orb damage is really taking a toll to me. And the thing is, he has 3 more guys against my Honchkrow, which the only thing I really have against him is my priority Sucker Punch. But he sends out his Garchomp. I know it's obviously Scarf, so he's going to use the attack move. So I decided to go for the Sucker Punch. It will be a hit, and it will KO the Garchomp from where it's at. Wow, this is turning out to be a close game. He has 2, his Voltros and his Rankarusu. But this is scaring the living crap out of me right now because my life is going really down. And after the Stealth Rock damage, he decided to go for the Thunderbolt. I will be able to kill him with a Sucker Punch. So he's down to his last guy. This is a complete turnaround. But the scary thing is, if it's a defensive Rankarusu, he wins because he'll Toxic me. But if it's offensive, I will be able to take him out because his only non-attack move is Recover. But is offensive Rankarusu. I will be able to take him out from full health. So, wow, good game, InfernapeDestroys. Thanks for watching PokeMoshPit. If you like this vid, my link is in the description. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. Stay classy.